Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Graves. I hope you're staying safe and healthy at home and taking care of yourselves and your loved ones. And I just wanted to take a minute at the end of the week here on Friday afternoon to read a book to you. And I found a very special book in our library here called The Word Collector by Peter H. Reynolds. And I thought this book was perfect because it's something that you can celebrate at home and participate in some of these activities there. So as you look at this book, before I start, I want you to think, what do you think the title of the book tells us about the story? What do you think it's going to be about? Look at the cover, look around, and think about it, and talk about it if you're watching this video with someone. Okay? So here we go. Collectors collect things. Some people collect stamps. Some people collect coins. Others collect rocks. Some collect art. Some collect bugs. Others collect baseball cards. Some people collect comic books. And Jerome, what did he collect? What do you collect? Jerome collected words. He collected words he heard. My trip to Peru was perfectly pleasant. Certain words caught his attention. He collected words he saw, like willow on the Willow Tea Shop. Certain words jumped out at him. He collected words he read, like from The Wizard of Oz, Emerald. Certain words popped off the page. Short and sweet words, spark, bloom, drift, dream, two-syllable treats, treasure, motif, whisper, candid, hover, glimmer, and multi-syllable words that sounded like little songs. Can you see some of those words? Kaleidoscope, guacamole, geometry, wonderful, symphony. Aromatic, vociferous, effervescent. There were words he did not know the meaning of at first, but they were marvelous to say. There were words whose sounds were perfectly suited for their meaning. Molasses, Tyrannosaurus rex, torrential, smudge, notice he smudged that word, and bellow, like the lion. Jerome filled his scrapbooks with more and more of his favorite words. Can you see all those words there? Can you read some of them? Jerome's collections grew. He began organizing them. Dreamy, science, sad, action, poetic. One day, while transporting them, what do you think happened? Look at all those. He's got them balanced just so perfectly. Jerome's slipped and his words went flying. Look at that. I wonder what's going to happen next. Let's pause for a moment. What do you think happened? What do you think he did with all of those words? As he began to pick them up, he noticed his collections had become jumbled. Big words next to little words, and sad words next to dreamy words. What do you think you could do with all of those words? Now they're mixed up. You could probably put them in different orders. You could probably create sentences out of them. You could probably write using them. Jerome began stringing the words together. Whisper, symphony, electric, peace. Words he had not imagined being side by side. Savor, dreams, cascading, stars. He used his words to write poems. Interesting use. He used his poems to make songs. They moved. They delighted. Some of his simplest words were his most powerful. I understand. I'm sorry. Thank you. You matter. And in times like this, when we're all stuck at home and we can't be with one another, our words are very powerful, aren't they? Jerome eagerly collected more and more of his favorite words, and you can see some of those words right there. You can see more of them over here. There's Jerome. The more words he knew, the more clearly he could share them with the world, what he was thinking, feeling, and dreaming. One breezy afternoon, Jerome climbed the highest hill, pulling a wagon packed with his words collection. What do you think he did? Guess. What do you think? He probably didn't just pull him right back down the hill, right? Now, maybe you shouldn't do this, though, but he smiled as he emptied his collection of words into the wind. So he was creating some litter, but he saw children in the valley below scurrying about, collecting words from the breeze. Interesting. Jerome had no words to describe how happy that made him. Get it? What a great story. And it says, reach for your own words, tell the world who you are, and how you will make it better. Written by Peter H. Reynolds. And I want you to think, did you like this book? What was your favorite part of the book and why? I want you to talk to somebody about the book and tell them why. What surprised you about the book? And I've got a challenge for you too. I want you to think, what words have you been learning since you left school? Think of some new words that you've read, some new words you've heard, some new words you've hopefully used. What are you doing with those words? Are you writing them? Are you telling them? Are you sending these words to someone? And my challenge to you is send me a video or send me an email with some of these words and how you're using them. I'd love to hear how you're growing your brains, getting smarter every day while we can't be together. And I'll share these words with your teacher too, because we all want to know what exciting things you're doing to learn at home. So that's my challenge. And you can send me an email and I'll hopefully get to hear all of the cool things. Send me your words, send me a picture of your words if you want to, or a video of your words. I'd love to hear it. Have a great weekend. Take care, and we miss you so much here at school.